hello, and welcome to the Zeldathon show on this magical Wednesday evening.
Woo!
Yay! We are joined by three folks. We're gonna now go around the little circle here and introduce ourselves. I'm SuperMCGamer. I host the show, and you know enough about me. Moving on with the wonderful green screen background, it's Lindsay Pez.
Hi.
How are you doing tonight?
I am wonderful. How are you? Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. I'm doing great. I'm actually a little bit. It's weird seeing you just in front of the green screen because usually.
I'm sorry. I know.
No. You don't have to apologize. I think it's cool because like it reminds me how many of the team actually are streamers when I see like all the green screen backgrounds because like Jiggy had his of course, but he's crazy is what he is.
Yes.
Now, in the below me, right down here. First of all, thanks Shin and Cole for the 37 months. But it's Zelda Queen.
That's me. Hi.
How are you doing, ZQ?
I'm doing pretty fantastically, I'd say.
Fantastically.
Yeah.
You're sporting that excellent Zeldathon Cures shirt, the Windfish one.
Cures recovery.
Did I say Cures?
Yeah.
I'm living in the future. Last week, last show, I was living in the past. Now I'm living in the future. So yeah, Zeldathon recovery shirt. My mistake.
It's okay.
And lastly, joining us with the spooky, dark, and black background, it's Organics.
Howdy. Fun fact about this background, it's actually a blanket that in that corner is tied up with a headphone cable, and in that corner is tied up with a USB cable.
so it truly is like creating your own little like nerd cave in there.
Yeah, it works. Might fall down at some point, but we're good.
MC, your voice is coming out of more your right ear than left. That's weird. Oh, I see why. My HDMI cable bumped my mixer. I am now in full stereo. Everybody, how you doing? So yeah, welcome to the show. This is the Zeldathon show. All you folks have to do is enjoy the show, sit back and relax. However, you will be able to ask questions to me or everybody else here, or all of us, using the link that will be provided in chat. It's also right here on the stream layout, so if you want to, just type that into your browser. You can do that, and we'll get your questions at the end of the show. But for right now, let's dive right in and talk about stuff that's been happening. Specifically, Pokethon wrapped up yesterday. Thank you to Betsy for subscribing. Thank you very much. But no, I just came back right from Pokethon. So did you three tune in at all?
I watched constantly, hours and hours. It was amazing. It was so much fun.
It was like a crazy marathon. So it ended up raising over $20,350 for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, which was amazing because the last marathon, Pokethon Evolution, and this is ran by our team member Abra. It raised $5,500, and now that's a huge jump. That's over 3 times much. Thank you to Disconks for still getting all these resubs. Thank you, Disconks, for the resub. And so yeah, that's a huge amount that it raised. And it really and Lindsay, what was your first Zeldathon that you watched?
Oh gosh, I don't even know. I think the first time you guys did St. Jude, I think, was my first real one.
So St. Jude.
Yeah.
Zeldathon St. Jude. Yeah.
I'm bad with the names.
Well, it's crazy. So it really like felt like when I was there. Thank you, Slowpoke. It was great to meet you, indeed. You know, it was very much like. It felt like a ultimate Zeldathon ZQ. So ZQ can relate this because ZQ was at Ultimate. That was her first. Like, because the couches were like one behind each other. And like we haven't had that since Ultimate because even Water, which followed it, had the chairs, in the back. We had chairs instead of we didn't actually have a back couch. We just had back chairs. And it's been that way ever since. But we this one actually had a back couch, and like when we were sitting on there, I remember I was just like, "This feels like Ultimate Zeldathon." It was really weird.
It seemed so cozy and intimate. It was really nice.
Yeah, so Abra's house is very comfy. All the couches, chairs, everything. Like there's this one chair in the living room that's like it's probably the worst chair in the house. No offense to that chair or Abra's house. But I love that chair more than every other chair just because like it's like in a corner and I can just kind of like sit in there and kind of like feel cozy, but still like be a part of the conversation. Oh my gosh. Sorry, many resubs. Thank you, Maria, for the resub as well. 37.
37. That's a long time.
What did you catch, Rob, from Pokethon?
Not a lot at all, unfortunately. I was away for the whole weekend, so I just caught like 5 minutes here and there. But what I did see, it was definitely a really fun marathon, and it did remind me a lot of sort of the early days. Zeldathon Water was the first I watched, and it really threw me back to that straight away.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be like that for Zeldathon Classic. I hope. Like I love like one of my favorite things about like the older marathons that we had was walking into Stream Room and just kind of like sliding onto a couch, and sometimes not even like announcing your presence, but just kind of like chilling there, kind of seeing what's going on. Like, and with Zeldathon, it's harder to do that because when you come like when you get a chance to get onto couch or even back couch, a lot of times like things are already going on, so it's like you're kind of like instead of just like flowing in, it's like you're kind of looped right into something. So with this, it was more like hey, what's going on here? Thank you, Carzon. So yeah, Lindsay, out of your opinion, what was your favorite thing that happened that you saw, that you got to catch?
My favorite thing was Bluey rapping. I think it's called Hamilton. He was amazing. He was so good at it.
Hamilton.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
I was there for that. I was right behind him and just was like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect this.
It was amazing.
It was like really really nice. So I had to eat seaweed. So we did a thing like they brought in like seaweed, and I don't know who here have any of you three had seaweed before. I'm seeing two shake heads. ZQ, is that a yes? Okay.
Yeah.
So describe seaweed to me, and I'll describe seaweed back to you. What is seaweed like?
It's like seaweed. Like
Oh, like seaweed. Describe it like what? No, what is the texture like? What is the texture like?
I'm a camp counselor. Okay, this is how I describe it. Seaweedy.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll describe it back. What I thought it tasted like. It tastes like taking It tastes like putting this Walmart bag in my mouth, and then it slowly like getting so wet and like going like this in my mouth. And then it's like I just have a crumpled up Walmart bag that's really wet in my mouth, and I don't want to swallow it because it feels like a plastic bag. That's what it's like to me. By the way, we had like resubs there all the time.
Ganon 11.
It was Ganon 11. Oh, thank you much, Ganon 11.
Ganon is my hero.
But yeah, no, that's what seaweed is like, and everybody's like MC because meanwhile, while I'm like have this like seaweed in my mouth, and I'm like. And like I have to go spit it out. Meanwhile, Freya, Bluey, and Frosty are literally like taking it by the sheet and just eating it. And I'm just like, they're crazy. Mm-hmm. It's weird.
Yeah, because
like, do you agree? Is that what it's like? It's like a Walmart bag.
MC, you don't eat the bag with.
I don't know what I agree to because like I'm thinking of like the seaweed that they wrap like sushi with. So like.
Well, you haven't had like the sheets of it.
No.
Try the sheets of it. It's not very happy.
It's not happy sheets, is it?
No, it's sad sheets.
It's sad sheets.
The other thing that I did that was really fun was so we went to Walmart to Brooke and a few people had to buy sleeping bags because they were tired of sleeping like on the hard ground because that's what you do at old marathons. And so as we go there, and we're just like passing by like shampoo and stuff because I had to pick up shampoo, and I just see like a face mask thing like in a little bag, and it was like citrus, sea salt, and lava, like face mask like for exfoliating your face. Okay. And I was like, I'm buying that. That's a donation goal right there. And so we hit the goal, and I smear the stuff on my face, and it like hardens over time, and it was pretty uncomfortable. Mostly because, like, when I was all over, it just, like, didn't peel off. It, like, crumbled off. And, like, and I had to, like, stand out of the sink, and I used, like, half a roll of paper towels. So sorry to Aberhouse for ruining all of your paper towel rolls. Here, I have a photo. Here, I'll put it up on screen for everybody so they can see my attractive face covered in goop.
I think I saw that picture.
Yeah, I considered deleting it because I'm like, people are going to unfollow me because of this picture. but it was fun. It was an interesting donation goal. I think that we should buy some of those because they were like it was like less than $1 for it, and so I'm like, this is a good donation goal for Zeldathon. We'll like have a group exfoliation session.
I'd do that. That's fun.
Have you exfoliated before, Lindsay?
Yeah, I do it once a week.
Oh, so you're experienced. So you're down.
I am. Yeah.
We're slowly developing a Zeldathon spa. You realize this with OC's massage table. Like next time we're just gonna have like a tanning booth as well.
We need a hot tub.
I would be down for a hot tub. Thank you, Gold Boy Paul. So let's do some quick research here. Hot tub prices. All right.
Oh, God.
You can probably rent a hot tub.
No, you can't.
Really?
No,
He's looked into this. You can't.
Okay, so here we go. A 4-person plug and play spa. Okay, that's 4,000.
Plug and play. The USB.
Yeah. I got my USB spa. Okay, hold on. So
Donation goal.
it's like $4,000. And how many attendees we have? Like 60, maybe 70. Let's go with 60. For $67 a person.
Oh my god, that's more than the attendance fee. Like,
Sorry, everybody. The attendance fee has been raised from $40 to $110. YMC.
Hey, it's worth it. It's worth it. I'll do it.
No. We'll just we'll talk to LifeSmart or whoever creates this, and we will ask them.
Sponsorship.
Yeah. Would you like to sponsor this charity marathon? We're a hot tub manufacturer. Yes. Would you like to sponsor our well-being? Man, I'd buy this. Look at this thing. How do you hook this up in your system? I gotta stop looking at this. I'm closing it. I was just trying to think about how you get the water into it. I was like, do we have to like hook up to a main or something? That'd suck. The USB hot tub. It's for your fingers. Anyways, moving on. I've been ranting and raving about Pokethon. It was a lot of fun. Raised a lot of money, and I think that it's only going to have even better things happen to it as it goes forward. So, much love to Abra for all your hard work.
It was awesome. It was really good.
Good. See, Abra. You see, even Lindsay.
It was amazing.
Rave reviews
It really was.
from the Pez organization. So, moving on though, ZQ.
Hi.
So we have done 4 Swords Adventures at Zeldathon for a long time, and you were brought onto it. Was your first time playing through it like part of Ultimate Zeldathon, or was it Water?
I was like kind of the spearhead at Ultimate, but I hadn't really practiced it all that much because I was just like, oh, other people will probably know what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
No.
And that's the first time we did 4-player.
Yeah.
And
we haven't seen 4-player since Recovery. So
right.
Like,
so we had the 4-player. Then we said screw that, and we went down to 1-player. I think for Water, and we had 1 player for Water, Adventure,
Lives,
St. Jude,
Adventure, Relief.
And Relief was 1 player, and then
Relief was my fastest run at like 6 hours and 45 minutes.
And so we thought, you're so fast, we brought Jelly into it, and we did 2-player for Deluxe because it was a Deluxe goal.
Yeah.
And then we had Hope, where it was again 2-player, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Recovery, we did 4-player.
Yes.
What do we do now? What's next for 4 Swords Adventures?
I really want to do kind of a roulette where we rotate. So Kelly and I are constant, and then we rotate off the other 2 players. But that requires people being awake.
And also have to be more
times.
practiced on the game.
True. But like it would, I think we'd probably have like set players for like levels 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like have 2 levels at a time kind of thing.
Yeah.
Versus switching off after every like stage of the level.
I know we talked about possibly like taking one of the worlds was like a set of 3 levels, and like letting all 4 swordsmen, like you, Kelly, and your 2 cronies, to take a break and like have a whole separate 4-person team that like knows like one world, and so you guys can like go and like take like an hour off to like go eat, take a break and walk around, and then come back. Because the thing that makes it like, so Jamie can do like Twilight Princess, and that's like one of the longest games in Zeldathon. He can do that by himself. But what makes Four Swords Adventure different is you have to deal with people. And and after a while, you get sick and tired of your friends, no matter how much you love them.
Yep.
Lindsay, can you talk about that?
it gets tough after many hours playing with the same people. You get really frustrated with each other, and
even if you care.
Yeah, I love them, and I have no hard feelings whatsoever. My problem is that I felt like I was always disappointing them when I made mistakes, so I just got really down on myself towards the end.
Yeah, like you, Shadow, and Falchion are like 3 of the most mature Zeldathon team members out there. You are the adults who know you've worked out your lives, you 3. But no, not saying that the rest of us haven't, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But yeah. So even the most mature Zeldathon team members, by the end of it, they're just grumble. Let's get this done with. And so I don't know. Would you want to do like a similar thing, like maybe have like a break in Triforce Heroes?
I've thought about that before, that it might be easier if we switched out every now and then and just stood up for a while and gotten just a little bit of a break. I think that would be helpful. And I know that there are other people like Knight of Hylia who know the game. So even if you could just like step in for a world or two, that might be helpful.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I played through Triforce Heroes enough that I could probably do it now.
That's
and Max is awesome at it. I mean, there are quite a few people who are really good at it.
Oh, sorry, ZQ. We interrupted you twice because we're rude.
I'm sorry. I'm going back to Four Swords Adventures anyways. But we thankfully had Richard McKay, who had practiced the game, that could step in, because I know Kelly wasn't feeling well, Eric wasn't feeling well. Thunder Scott just had to go to the bathroom at some point. Like that.
How dare he?
I know, right? Like, you can't hold your bladder for 8 hours. Come on.
So shifting gears a little bit, Rob, you're not going to be at Zeldathon Cures.
I'm not. No, unfortunately, budgeting just isn't working out for me at the moment.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do for Zelda's Adventure? Do I, the famed second place record holder,
and secret world record?
Do I have to come out of retirement for you, Rob?
You need to claim the world's record again so that you can be the runner again.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, but
he wants to hurt me now.
I've opened it up to the whole team. There's a couple people in the team. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to like put pressure on anyone. But a couple people are talking about picking up CDI and picking up the game. And if anyone out in the Zeldathon team watching now wants to do that, I am so happy to teach anyone this game. I love this game. It's so stupid. I want people to play it because I just want someone to talk to about the game. Like there's no community in this game and it sucks. Anyone learn it, please.
I'm still down to talk about it. I'm still down to play it. It's just like, I don't know. Like this is the problem with this game, Rob. I hear time and time again, I'm picking up Zelda's Adventure. I bought Zelda's Adventure. I'm going to play Zelda's Adventure. And you know how many Zelda's Adventure streams I see? It starts with it's zero organics.
Just literally me.
It's
and
just
even then, like once every 4 months to get ready for Zeldathon.
Yeah. I don't know. Mojo's been talking to me. Mojo has stuff in the works, but you know, I people are like, I volunteer Shibby. You can say I want to do it, but guess what? I don't see runs. We need to see runs. Because I'll play that game. I can still play that game. That game is still. You just need to know the route. Like the route is, and like a little bit of practice with the controls, and you're good to go again.
There's a couple tricky enemies that I'd want people to like properly practice. Like Givdos still give me trouble.
Yeah, like my run went terribly. Like, I got screwed by RNG at Hope, and that's when it became your run. When the game was unceremoniously transferred from me to you in that exact moment.
Yeah.
And then you got world record, so I was like, all right, yeah, he can have it's his now. I'm not gonna fight for that. I have the Wind Waker. I'm happy with that.
The Wind Waker is a pretty solid game, not gonna lie.
No, the Wind Waker is a little bit less of a game than Zelda's Adventure. Zelda's Adventure has something a little bit more voice acting to start.
It's got its own qualities, you know.
Bless.
Bless, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I'm thinking that's what we're. So you're gonna train a new ZA runner? You're out there looking right now?
Yeah, I'm out looking. Anyone who
Recruiting.
wants it. Yeah, anyone who wants to hit me up, I will teach anyone. I will stream for people to do like a tutorial of the route, and we'll get stuff done. Just
Right.
need someone to step up for it, really.
Because Robin has always said about the CDI game, specifically one game on Faces of Evil, but to truly play the CDI game, it's not about getting your hands on a controller and playing. It's about figuring out what the game designers wanted out of their dumb game. You have to like understand the philosophy of Zelda's Adventure. You have to
You really
understand.
do.
What? Yeah,
You really do, though. Like, face value of all three CDI games, all three Zelda CDI games, they look terrible. And to a viewer, they probably seem terrible to watch. But once you understand, like, the effort that was put into these games and what they were supposed to be at the time, like, Zelda's Adventure was one of the highest budget games of its time. It was the first game, I think, to use digital photographs for sprites. It's the first, or the only Zelda game to use voice acting. It was supposed to be this giant epic game, and like it just fell short because the technology wasn't there.
It's this giant epic game, and then you start it up, you're like, and you hear the and it's like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be great. You have to
Presented in stereo.
presented by
That's an
stereo,
achievement.
and then you hit enter on your file, and what do you hear? You don't get an epic starting cutscene. You hear just the wind, and that wind sound continues as you aimlessly wander around trying to find a dungeon.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. So hopefully we see some good stuff from Zelda's Adventure. I don't mind taking up. So like, let's put it this way: if we get through October and Classic, and I'm not seeing any runs of Zelda's Adventure coming into my inbox over here, I'll pick it up. I'll do a couple streamed runs, and I'll be ready for winter. Coming out of retirement for you, Rob. For you.
Just for you.
If you need some practice, we can do some races.
Oh, I'm down.
You've only won every race that's ever happened of that game in existence.
So you need to win now. You gotta get that W on your record.
Yeah.
So Lindsay, talk to me about Triforce Heroes. We mentioned a little bit like you have some stuff coming, but what do you got cooking?
Well, we mentioned this briefly before, but we're gonna have multiple cartridges next time so that I can have all of my costumes, and we're gonna try to have everybody unlock all of the costumes, so it'll go a lot faster and more smoothly since we'll all be able to dress up and do our thing, and it'll be more entertaining, I think, since we'll have our special powers and things. So that'll be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Are you planning any special goals? Like I know last time your run became
that was a very special thing. I don't think I can replicate that.
that was something that was naturally coming and born.
But I loved that Titus laugh so much. I didn't think it would be as big of a hit as it was, and I'm still so proud of it. And everyone has their shirts now, and it's really cool.
It's so fun because
so proud of it.
I walked onto camera at Pokethon wearing the Titus shirt, and like less than 5 minutes later, because they had the same secret sound, you hear and I'm like, oh no. But the best thing is, every time we have those shirts at Zeldathon, we have to be very careful with these shirts. So every time we don't overdo it, so whenever we walk onto camera, we can all have them.
We should have a moment where we all are wearing it at the same time, you know?
Like Fancy Friday, but instead it's Titus Tuesday. Titus Tuesday!
Yes!
That would be awesome.
Oh my gosh. Prepare yourself for Titus Tuesday.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, Jamie's mentioning somebody at Con Bravo was wearing the shirt. They just saw somebody wearing the Titus shirt. And it's like I'm hoping that when with the future of the Yeti shirts that we have, that we can start to like transition them into like even more like I want to have like the widespread appeal of Zelda shirts, like the Windfish that ZQ's wearing right now, and like the Loft Wing one from Hope was so good. I want more like that, but I also am hoping that we can also have one or two shirts that are like Zeldathon based, like the Titus shirt, because like I would think it would be so cool if we had like a Team Breakers versus Team Fixer shirt, or like other ones based off of the Secret Sounds, like just like Link with a saxophone, like going to town, you know, dude, for the Careless Whisper.
Yeah.
Money making game shirt would be pretty good too.
A money-making game shirt? Oh my gosh, just like some exaggerated version of me as an old man. Just like with lightning bolts in the background. Oh my god. Thank you, Valor6, for the $10.10 donation. Who says, Steenis told me to do it, and yes, indeed, it turns out I forgot that I put the Titus laugh in my system, so...
Nice.
Thank you very much. But yeah, no, we make all sorts of shirts. I'm hoping we can really work that out with Yeti, because they love working with us. We just need to make sure we have designs, and they look good, and they'll print well, so... we'll figure that out. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about Zeldathon-wise before we turn our heads in the direction of Nintendo news?
I think we're good. We'll have more Zeldathon talk at question time. So
Yeah, right, okay.
I think we can move on.
Time for news! Let's get on with it, my friends!
Oh, Nintendo.
That's right, we're going to be talking about Nintendo stuff. No trivia today. The trivia, we're trying to work on it to make it a little bit better, because the first couple times we've been running it, it's kind of had some issues. It's been a little bit of a rocky start, so we'll work on trivia and we'll get that back for you some other time. But Nintendo! So we've had some NX rumors come out in the past week, and I want to make sure that it says rumors, because a lot of people, as they do with the internet, like to take it as fact instantly when it's not confirmed by Nintendo. There's no press release on our desk right now. We're just trusting people. So the NX. So the rumors are the following: that it's a portable system in that you can take it with you, and it has a docking station that you put it in, and it'll like plug into your TV. Like you set the console down, and like it, will broadcast via your HDMI cable to your TV. It has an NVIDIA GPU in it, and apparently it's the actual graphics processor that they specified is one that people know to be a little bit underpowered, closer to the PS4 and Xbox One, but still not quite at that level. Let's stop there before we continue. So, do we have any thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, Nintendo has never been on par with PlayStation and Xbox, so I don't know. That doesn't really affect me personally in any way.
And it doesn't. It's not really a surprise.
Yeah, it's not a big deal to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm still gonna buy it. Like,
I mean, we're biased. We're a little biased.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Like I don't know. I want to take. I like the idea of being able to like take my gamepad and like put it in my bag and like carry it with me and pull it out and play some Breath of the Wild on the go. That's really cool. But I have my 3DS. I wouldn't want to put this into my pocket. And apparently you're also like, so imagine the gamepad if you could just like slice off this and like take controllers off with you. And so you set down the screen and you each have like a chunk controller to play with. I don't know. It seems like, what would be the use of that? Like maybe on planes and trains, but I don't know.
It's a travel system.
It just seems dumb. I don't know. Like, what are your thoughts, Rob, on this whole thing?
It's unique, which, to be honest, is kind of what Nintendo do.
Yeah.
Every console they come out with, it's like some new crazy idea that everyone just goes, the heck is that? How's that going to work? But it always does. So, I mean, as weird as all these ideas sound, I'd still try it. Yeah,
the problem is, like, everybody's like, well, it still works out in the end. But the Wii U has been, like, so... Like, I wish I had the graph. I don't have the graph in front of me. But, like, compared to the Wii and even the GameCube, which was considered a failure by Nintendo, like, it's still not... It's doing worse than both of them in terms of sales over time. And that's, like, a scary thing. Like, that the Wii U has been their worst console for, like, so far in terms of...
It's sad because, I mean, it's a fun system
I
to
love
play.
the Wii U, yeah.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But like, is it not marketable? What is the problem with this little? I guess like the biggest problem that a lot of people see is like a tablet, like an iPad. Like, why not just get an iPad? You can play games on an iPad, and it does so much more than this chunky old piece of crap, you know? Like, so I hope that like maybe if they do go the route with like detachable controllers and like something mobile, that maybe it's not like this, where it has like this big clunky back here and has like the shoulder buttons. What if they like slimmed it down to like, you know, essentially like half the width of this, and like it was something like really ultra portable, like something you could like really was light and carryable.
Yeah, the only issue with that is the battery. Like, battery technology has not advanced in a long time. If you want any kind of battery life, or you want a high-powered like system, it's gonna have a chunky battery on it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to be trying to like output 1080p graphics on it too, you know.
Yeah.
Like people complain about the gamepad's battery, which is already not great. Like I'm surprised I haven't gone the third-party battery. Like apparently a third-party battery is like almost a necessity for the Wii U gamepad.
I have one, yeah. My Wii U pad is actually totally dead. It's sad. It didn't last.
Oh.
That's not good.
And Slowpoke in the chat was saying that Nintendo lacks third-party game support, and I don't think it's because they don't use the industry standard controller. Like everything on this is, you know, you can transfer it like to one of these. Like this, it has the same controls as this. It has two circle pads that click. It has, you know, a set of 4 buttons, a start, a select, and you know, four shoulder buttons of some sort. You know, there's nothing that like technically between these, except that this thing has this huge screen on it. The biggest thing that I think that separates like Nintendo from third parties is their underpowered console. And I don't know, I'd like it to be powerful. I'd like to see Nintendo get all the third parties again and be in the limelight. But at the same time, I trust Nintendo. I personally would like something more traditional. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to just one of these shipping out with a Wii U, to be honest with you. Like the Wii U Pro controller, it's so good. I love that thing.
It really is. It's comfortable.
Yeah, and like Nintendo shows like with stuff like that, they know how to make controllers. I don't know. Oh, did you buy your controller? Oh yeah, MC slightly. Yeah, I bought one of these at Walmart today because I was like, I want to play one of these. Does this thing turn on? No, it needs to charge. Yeah, so the other big rumor is that it will accept cartridges. What are your thoughts on that, ZQ?
That just seems like it's going back in the... Like, going backwards versus forwards. Like, I know everyone does discs now, but do we really want to go back to cartridges, blowing on cartridges, like... Yeah,
well, when the world's like moving on to like, you know, digital downloads, going back to cartridges almost seems like the wrong way to go. You're going back, not forward. You know, like right now we're kind of like in the disc era, but like the future is digital download. But Rob, did you have thoughts on this?
Yeah, I honestly think cartridges could be the way of the future again. It just comes down to storage capacity. Like Blu-rays are a relatively new technology, and a Blu-ray, like a dual layer Blu-ray, will hold 50 gigabytes of data. You've got to think, like, you can get a micro SD card that's like the size of a penny that will hold 64 gigs, no problem. And like, you could fit, even if you just took like a Game Boy Advance cartridge, which is a pretty small cartridge, you could fit enough SD cards in that to hold, you know, probably 30, 40 PS4 games. Like, no problem. Just in terms of size, it's becoming way more compact to store things on solid state than it is to store on any kind of disk. And so I just honestly think it could be the way that things go, just for size and for the amount of storage available compared to a disc. You could fit a way higher quality game onto a cartridge.
But will that last? Like, because we're no longer using like the battery style technology that we used back in Game Boy Color games. Will what is does the data degrade in any way over time? Like, are we looking at like a 50, 100, 200 year cycle of when these games are going to eventually just fall off the card? Or do you know anything about that?
Don't know, but I mean, I've never heard of an SD card running out.
Yeah.
Anything like that. So, and the other thing, like in terms of blowing on cartridges, when was the last time you blew on an SD card or anything you put an SD card in? It's become. I'm sorry. I'm not
okay. I have a counterpoint. I have a counterpoint. So, Lisa, who lives with me, had a problem where her SD card would not work. So, do you know what? No, it was Carrie Lynn. That's how long ago it was. Her SD card would not work. So, do you know what I did to? Okay, the ZQ, the answer?
You licked it.
I went, and that made the contacts work better. I stuck it in, and it worked. So maybe the future is no longer blowing on your cartridges. It's getting up and personal with them. But yeah, no, I have a 128 gigabyte micro SD card. I'm like, that's crazy compared to like a Blu-ray disc, which is a big honking thing nowadays. It's so weird to think about that when I was alive during the cassette tape era.
Floppy disks is my old memories. 1.44 megabytes on the floppy disk.
Dang.
Never mind.
Lindsay, did you have thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm an old lady. I'm one of the older Zeldathon team members, and I don't mind cartridges. They're comforting. That's what I grew up with my NES. I like cartridges, so it's not a problem for me.
Of course, then we have Nintendo with the NES Classic Mini coming out and being like, don't worry, it doesn't have cartridges. And it's all in one. And maybe that's a missed opportunity on their fault, on their part. Because did you see that a person on Reddit actually made their own NES Classic Mini before the announcement came out? They were working on one, and it's a system that has all like these games emulated on it. And it's
Raspberry Pi based, I think.
Yeah, and it's smaller than the actual NES Classic Mini. And he even made 3D printed out little tiny NES cartridge replicas. And when you put them in, it reads them like an amiibo, like an NFC reader, and it reads them. And it's like, okay, you just put in Mario Brothers. So instead, it loads it up from like the hard drive that's in the actual system. So the actual cartridges don't hold any data, but it just activates them.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And it was like you could just like print out little cartridges. Oh, that's so cute. They would be lost so quickly, but they're so cute.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. We talked about the NES Classic Mini next week. But yeah. So any other thoughts on the NX? Like what do you make of all these rumors, ZQ?
Rumors.
Thank you.
Rumors.
That is the answer.
That's all I need to say.
That's what I like to hear. Like whenever these come out and everybody's like, MC, what do you think about the rumors that the NX? And I'm just like, yes, the rumors. I'm not gonna start judging Nintendo and cursing them to all up and all this and until I see what they actually have. Until Nintendo says, today we are announcing the Nintendo NX, a portable game console with detachable controllers. When I see that, then I'll start being like, this sounds dumb. But right now, I'm not.
But you'll still buy it.
I'll buy it. Of course I will.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd buy the Virtual Boy if I had money back then. I didn't know the Virtual Boy was a thing because I was a youngin', I would have bought that Virtual Boy. I would have loved it. But yes, no. Anything from you, Rob, Lindsay?
They're just rumors.
Yeah.
Just rumors.
I don't give any thought to them at all, really.
Right. Okay, so moving on to Sonic the Hedgehog 25th anniversary. So some cool news about that came out. So essentially they held a big live stream where they came to us and with a very badly produced live stream, may I add. They showed off. They did show off some cool stuff though. I think it was like 2-hour live stream, and of that 2 hours, you probably only care about like 5 minutes of it. And of that 5 minutes, the big thing that was announced was a Sonic Mania, which is apparently like, I don't know if any of you are Sonic fans, but apparently it's like what Sonic the Hedgehog 4 should have been.
I love Sonic. I'm really excited.
Yeah, have you watched the trailer at all for it?
Yeah.
And it looks really good. Like it looks crisp. Like the one thing I love about seeing like, so do you know about Mega Man 9 and 10? Like the were like in the style of NES games.
A little bit.
Yeah, like so Mega Man 8 it went through 8 like on the original SNES, and then on for Mega Man 9 and 10 they like made them and they like perfectly emulated what they were like on the NES console, like even like with the graphical and sound glitches that occurred with the console, and they released it on like the Wii Virtual Console. And that's what this reminds me of, except it's like in widescreen. I love like pixely games in widescreen HD. Like it looks so good when you can do all those fancy like effects and stuff. Like ZQ, it's almost like an FSA. You know how you have like it's all like the sprite system, but then you have like the big explosions like from Wind Waker and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of, and I think that's really cool. So, Rob, your thoughts about good old Sonic the Hedgehog coming back for us?
It's not a series I grew up with. It's I was a Super Nintendo kid. Yeah. I've gone back and I've played Sonic games. Sonic 3 I love as a game, but it's just I don't have the nostalgia for it. But I'm excited to see it. And as you said, the graphics as well intrigue me. I've always loved pixel graphics, and the high quality pixel graphics you can get in like modern gaming is just so good to me. I love it.
That's
So
what I'm looking for.
I'll definitely pick it up. But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Like people were asking me, and today in my chat I was doing a live stream earlier, and they were like, "Well, hey MC, what did you think of Sonic and stuff back in the day?" And I was like, I had a Super Nintendo. The first time I played Sonic the Hedgehog is I got it on the Wii Virtual Console because you could buy it on that, and I played on with my little classic controller, and I thought, wow, Mario was a lot better than this. So sorry to all the Sonic the Hedgehog fans out there.
I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan.
Did you have a Genesis back in the day and play that?
I did. I played so much Sonic, it was crazy. I love Sonic.
Now ZQ, you're being oddly quiet and you look tough right now. What do you have a problem with Sonic about?
Guess what? The only Sonic game I own / have played is...
It better not be Sonic
I'm
the Hedgehog
scared.
2006.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh!
Battle for the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah, that's a game with good music.
So good. Jamie actually, when he was over last, sat down and beat the hero storyline and the other one, whatever it is.
Oh,
whatever the other one's called.
Yeah, he just saw it and he went and got it done.
He spent like 3 hours playing it.
Yeah, Video Game's calling you out right now saying that
She's
you've never even
beat
beat it.
it.
Dang.
That's all it is. I didn't even have the cart thing unlocked on it. I don't know Sonic. I'm sorry.
No, but it's cool because so we have something new coming for us as well. So in addition to like the throwback to like Sonic Mania, they're also doing this new project. Right now it's calling it Project Sonic 2017. It's supposed to come out in like the winter, but it's like a... I don't know how to describe it. It looks like Sonic Generations 2 because it's like this like creepy scene and like it looks like the apocalypse. But then all of a sudden Sonic the Hedgehog is there. Yeah, we're watching the trailer right now. I have it up on the stream. It says, "In the darkest of times," and like the world needs a hero. It's like a cheesy movie intro, and then it's just Sonic the freaking Hedgehog, and it's like I don't know how to feel like when I see like characters like this in like gritty settings. Like I don't know. Would you put Mario in like an apocalypse situation? I know I wouldn't. But it looks really good. Like the actual like graphics and like all the effects that they're showing off look amazing. And yeah, they show classic Sonic as well. And he's supposedly part of it. So yeah, a new Sonic game coming. It's also confirmed for the NX for the end of the year next year. Did any of you play Sonic Generations?
Yes, I loved that game.
I think I have it sitting on my what's it called? My Steam. So now that I have this, I might play some Sonic Generations. Was Sonic Generations like really well well received?
It was, but I don't know. I wasn't as hyped about it as some people were. Like I really liked the side-scrolling levels, but I didn't like the 3D ones as much.
From what I hear, that's like the overall thought with the entire Sonic franchise.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know. ZQ, would you be picking up some new Sonic games?
We'll see.
Well,
I have such a backlog of games, it's not even funny. So it would probably just be added to the backlog. Like, I have yet to beat A Link Between Worlds. I got like half an hour into it.
Thank you all for watching the Zeldathon show this evening.
I got kicked out.
No. ZQ's not allowed on the internet until she plays A Link Between Worlds. But you should finish that game. It's really good.
I know, it's so good.
It is a really good game.
I've watched it so many times now. I watch it every Zeldathon, but I've never played it.
I've only beaten 4 Zelda games and 3 of them are on the CDI. Don't tell MC.
What's the non-CDI game?
Link to the Past, but that was like years and years ago as a child.
Rob, you're on the Zeldathon team.
Oh, I know.
We got to train. I just want like there's like so many like okay, it's like I want to like
Zeldathon boot camp.
I want to do that. Like I was about to mention, that's an idea I've always had. Was like we sit here and I make somebody else play Zelda. Like every Zelda in April, but not by MC.
So basically, Zeldathon, except a month long.
Yeah. But people who never played the game before, but like no practice.
Yeah.
Like I want to see
You know,
blind runs. Like blind runs of Zelda games are so fun to watch.
That'd be a really interesting Zeldathon. Like it'd have to be like 12 days long, but
Yeah.
it could work.
Yeah, because we just get to the face of evil. We don't give people guides. Oh my god, it'd be
Oh no.
it'd be over. we get to Zelda 1 and everybody just leaves.
I was gonna say, just anything before like Link to the Past, like in release date order. You got Zelda 1 and 2 and all the CDI games. Just no guide, no hope.
No guide, no hope. Oh my gosh, that's Zeldathon.
That's your
No
tagline.
guide, no hope. No, it'll raise money for Help Hope Live. It'll be Zeldathon, no hope.
Just for people who've never played the games before as runners, it'll be great. It'll go on for like 3 weeks. Perfect.
That would be so terribly great.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. So we've talked about Pokemon Go like every week that the Zeldathon show has been in this new format, so I'll keep it quick. So a lot of you guys probably heard about this Pokemon Go. So they were having trouble with their tracking. There's like a system in the game where it like shows how many footprints, like up to like 3 or less, and depending on how close you are, it decreases. So when you're really close, you have like 1 or 0 footsteps. But eventually they had problems with that, so all the Pokemon showed 3 steps. So everybody was seeing 3 steps for a Pokemon, so it was impossible to track down Pokemon. In response, a ragtag team of fans created Pokevision using the official Niantic APIs out there. They were able to essentially make their own tracking system for Pokemon, where you would know exactly where a Pokemon was and how long you had before it despawned. And eventually, Niantic, still having problems with the footprints and everybody complaining about the 3 steps that they have on their screen, they just removed the footstep display altogether. So now there's no footprints for any Pokemon, and then they shut down Pokevision because Pokevision is hitting their servers hard. And in response, people are mad because they want their Pokemon, they want to track them, and they make big open letters and like hey, we want to track our Pokemon, at least let us have Pokevision. And in response, Niantic's like, hey, there's like the Pokevision was stressing our servers. We're trying to fix our servers. We're trying to fix the tracking. They're trying to find something that fits with their goal of how they want the thing to be. So, and in response, like there's been a lot of like drop in both Pokemon Go's ratings on like the Android store, as well as like just players playing it less. So I don't know what to think about this. Rob, did you have something?
Yeah, I mean, there are other tracking apps out there beyond Pokevision. It was always just sort of being just a fan project. There's always going to be people copying it, so you can still get hold of some trackers if you want, but none of them are really as good or as accurate as Pokevision was. I've tried a couple on my phone myself, and it's like they work, but they're not great. And a lot of those are getting shut down as well now. I think Niantic are really just trying to get everyone. As well as today I saw on Reddit, they've changed some stuff in their API where these apps used to be able to poll for new Pokemon around you every second. At some point that was reduced to every 5 seconds, and today it's now been reduced to every 10. And that's not just affecting the apps, that's actually affecting like legit gameplay. If you're walking around looking for Pokemon, you're only going to see new Pokemon every 10 seconds.
Right.
And like depending how fast you're traveling, that just means you're going to flat out miss Pokemon because you're not in that area during those 10 seconds where it's not polling or whatever. So it's like I know that they're trying to fix their servers, but the way that they're going about like trying to stop these third parties is actually starting to harm legit gameplay as well. And it's just kind of weird. It's putting a lot of people off, and it's making people very hostile about like, you know, people feel like they can't play the game anymore.
And it sucks because they have like, there's enough money for them that they should be having developers working 24/7 and a team of them to have this problem fixed.
That's what people think, but like, business isn't that easy. I kind of feel for Niantic on this one because I've been on the other side of that in some situations, and as some people will just look at you and go like, no, you've got the money, you can just hire people, right? You can just get like 50 people in there, they can all just start coding and you'll have it done in 2 days. It's like, it doesn't work like that. You've got to go through a hiring process that takes weeks. People have to get familiar with a code base before they can do any work on this project, and that's going to take weeks, if not months. You know, you can't just bring someone on board and be like, right, here's a bug, fix it. It's a lot more complicated than that.
Right, okay. Yeah, see, that's good. That's good. Lindsay, your thoughts on this?
I have no experience with Pokemon Go. There are no Pokemon in my neighborhood, so.
Oh, ZQ. Then you have thoughts? Have you Pokemon Go'd at all?
I've Pokemon Go'd a little bit. I've gone up to my university with some friends, and I'm at level 10. So, like, I'm not full out, like, oh, level 20 already, let's go.
Mm.
I've just kind of played more casually. And actually, where I work right now, there are 3 Pokestops from, like, our leader table for camp that I have to yell at my leaders to get off their phones during camp hours. So, like, that's a little bit of experience as well. So, like, I have to stay off my phone, too, even though how tempting it is, because they're usually always lured. And it's like, oh, I could catch so many right now, but I need to set the example. But, yeah, I don't know. I never really used Pokevision at all. I know one of my best friends had pretty religiously and actually caught me a pincer that way. So...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just hoping that we see like, I think we'll see like an official Niantic like developed tracking solution sooner rather than later, because obviously they can't do it instantly like Rob mentioned, but you know the amount of backlash they're receiving on this, like whatever the fix they have, I hope they tout it and like make it sound like really cool and sound really nice, so that way they can say, and now introducing improved tracking. You know, and have it up. You know, they can spin this in a really good way if they take their time. You know,
that's the thing. If they just like spend a month fixing it and then come out with, okay, here's 3 steps again, people are going to be like really disappointed.
Yeah,
they need to step it up, especially given that the community have shown with Pokevision and other tools that you can make something really amazing, like precise tracking, times and everything. Like all the data is there. If they're just not using it and just going, it's 3 steps away, it's just going to be really disappointing for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully they figure out something good. On that note, I do want to move on. Before we get to questions, we do have a very special video premiere for you all tonight. So everybody here on Skype, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put you on mute here just for about 3 minutes. So I'll be right back with you, but thanks, and prepare yourself for questions. And everybody here now... you guys all watching, we're about to transition over to this video. Please enjoy. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Please enjoy and tell me what you think afterwards. So I present to you all Zeldathon Recovery Highlight. A Kiwi opens up.
Welcome. Now, Mr. Kiwi, you may be wondering why we're gathered here. Both of us. Truly. You see, Mr. Kiwi, you're having a lot of trouble opening up, and we understand that.
We're here to help.
As
wherever
your friends,
we can.
as your friends, we're here to help.
Yeah.
That's why we have scheduled this intervention. We were going to call in your other Kiwi friend, except it's lost somewhere in this hotel. We truly don't know what happened to this Kiwi. It is lost somewhere in this hotel.
We really feel bad about using the I word here, but like it's such a... You've been so closed off from the world for all of your life.
Right.
And we just feel that you need to...
Open up the juicy goodness inside of you.
Yeah,
open up your emotions.
You are a wonderfully green, vibrant,
round,
self. Yeah,
succulent.
Indeed, that is just it's trapped in this small, round, brown, boring shell. And
right.
we're going to try helping you out here where we can.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I get it. It's a lot to take in. I understand.
This is hard for us too.
We really get it. Yeah,
it really is.
I don't think this is working.
I don't think so.
No.
We might have to do this the hard way.
We were hoping maybe the psychological kind of approach would be good for this right. Kiwi, but it's just not responding to our techniques.
Right. It's just not happening.
No.
Kiwi, we'll give you one last shot. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
It's a tough nut to crack. I mean, kiwi. Sorry.
Kiwi.
Sorry, yeah, kiwi.
Yeah.
Your fruit. Yeah, that's right.
You know what they say? Intelligence is knowing a kiwi is a fruit, and wisdom is knowing that you can put it in a fruit salad.
That's fair.
Yeah. I read that on the internet.
It is pretty good.
It's
in
very
fruit salads.
appropriate. Yes, definitely.
It works perfectly with strawberries, watermelon. You can put anything with
cantaloupe.
it. Yeah.
Cantaloupe's
Oh, absolutely.
Good. Cantaloupe
absolutely.
is great. Yeah, man. All right, back to the occasion.
Right. What's to be done about our kiwi friend here?
Well, like I said, We're gonna have to do this the hard way.
Okay. Let's get it done.
Let's do it.
Well, that was unexpected.
Well,
Come on, get some towels.
So there you go.
hope it was worth it.
So there's a flush. Did they have a tarp down?
No.
Some of it.
Are the cameras okay?
And there you go, folks. The wonderful opening up of the Kiwi with some nice editing additions for your viewing pleasure. And also check out that beautiful end card. That's cute. That video is now up on YouTube for you all. So if you want to relive it, you are all free to do that.
Yay!
Excellent. So anyways, we're now going to move on into questions. ZQ is going to read them on out. So ZQ, what you got to say? But first,
thank you so much to my hero Smoople for handling questions tonight.
Smoople has officially joined the Zeldathon Show question team.
Yay, my little protege. He was like asking me questions at the beginning of the show. That's why I was typing. But I'm excited. Okay, so our first question comes in from Vidya James, who says, MC, screw the hot tub. Let's just get a kiddie pool for Zeldathon and turn it into a ball pit. Can we?
It'd be a lot cheaper.
A lot of people have said that Zeldathon is starting to become more convention-like at times. This is one way it will not be. Unfortunately, and plus, I don't think we could all limit ourselves to just 1 hour of ball pit time. If we actually have like a ball pit, imagine if we got like an actual like proper inflatable tub, like not a kiddie one, and it's actually did fill up like you know like make it a ball pit. Oh my gosh, it'd be a fun thing. Oh my gosh, just put it on challenge cam.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there's like one gold ball, and we hide it in.
Oh my
I'm not doing this. I'm not spending the money on this. We're not doing this.
It'd be so fun. Donation goal.
Really fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and next question.
Next question comes in from Valor, who asks, when and what was everyone's first Zelda game? Also, can everyone thank Lindsay Pez for me?
Thanks, you,
Lindsay.
Everyone thank Valor 6. It's an inside joke.
Thanks, Valor 6.
Say thank you, Valor.
Lindsay, what was your first Zelda game?
Zelda 2 on NES.
And you're still playing? That's really impressive. Rob, what was yours?
I'm pretty sure mine was Link to the Past.
A Link to the Past? Yeah.
It might have been 1 or 2, but I don't really remember.
Mine was Link's Awakening. I stole it from my sister. She had a Game Boy. I did not. And I played Link's Awakening so much that my parents bought me a Game Boy Color. So, Zelda Queen, you.
I think Link's Awakening. Well, okay, so my first Zelda game would basically be watching my brother play, and I'm pretty sure our first one was Link's Awakening.
Okay,
But,
cool.
like, the first one I can actually remember playing would be Ocarina of Time.
Okay. Yeah. What do we got for the next question?
All right, BigBot29 asks, what is the status of Phantom Hourglass? Do we have a runner yet? Who?
Oh, that is still classified. We do have a runner in the works. I'm waiting to announce it until we have the schedule finalized.
Oh,
but we do have a runner for Phantom Hourglass coming in, so don't worry, my friends. And no matter what, hey, thank you, Phonic, very much for the resub. Phonic, our friend. Phonic's my pal.
Phonic.
The cool thing about Phonic is Phonic was my pal, and then I was like, everybody check out Phonic, and then Lindsay went and watched him, and now Lindsay and Phonic are best friends.
Phonic is mine now.
Yeah. Me and Phonic are friends, but Lindsay and Phonic are best friends.
We're BFFs for real.
Anyways, so yeah, still working on Phantom Hourglass. Will be announced soon.
Okay. There's someone in the background. Hi. Hey, Dad. Okay, maybe puppy cameo. There she is.
Was that Zelda King?
Wait, yeah.
Actually, what did Dad like? Would that be like Emperor, Zelda Emperor?
Bye, Dad. Okay, anyways, sorry. Questions. Dynamation asks, if you could send the person clockwise to you on a vacation, where would you send them and why?
Oh, that's a cool question. So I'll start. So clockwise, Lindsay, where would I send you on vacation? Where does Phonic live? Oregon?
Washington.
Washington? I'll send you to Washington so you can go and hang out with Phonic and Phonic family. Oh, thank you to Arctic Light for the resub, and also to Jace for the resub. But yeah, no. I think you'd have a fun time visiting Phonic. Oh my gosh, why is it going off so much? Were there 3 resubs? I missed one.
Mm-hmm.
Did we miss one?
Monica. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes.
Oh my gosh, it's Monica.
Thank you, Monica, Arctic, and oh no, I already forgot one. Who? Jace, you can't do 3 at a time. MC gets befuddled. So Lindsay, where would you send Organics on vacation?
Oh, I would send Organics here because he's never been to New England. I live in Rhode Island, and I just think he would really like to see this area because I think it's like he likes the ocean, but he hasn't seen it in a long time, and I think he would just like the trees and the stuff.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of your photos on Twitter, and I really like how that area looks. I'd love to come hang out.
Now, Rob, where would you send Zelda Queen?
That's a tough one. I think it's got to be somewhere sunny, probably somewhere with beaches. Maybe like Hawaii, but I don't know if Hawaii's all that nice, or California.
Just Florida,
somewhere. Yeah. No, I just think you'd really enjoy somewhere sunny and nice and warm.
And hopefully it wouldn't burn in the sun.
You won a 4-day trip to Maui.
Yay!
Now let's see how well Zelda Queen knows me. Where would you send me, ZQ?
Oh my gosh.
Where does MC want a vacation?
Vacation or like? I feel like you okay.
Well, this is
once
the question.
In your life, you probably want to go to Japan.
So you want to send me to Japan?
I'd probably send you to Japan.
Okay.
To be honest.
Where in Japan? Japan's a place, big place.
All over. World tour.
I got a train like tour. I'm in. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
I can go visit the shops where I can buy all the things, and then I can go to the rural countryside and enjoy the what is it? The trees that are all pink.
Cherry blossoms?
Cherry blossoms.
I love cherry blossoms.
Yes, I want to go see that.
I'll send you to the Cherry Blossom Festival. How about that?
There's a festival? I'm in. Let's go. Excellent. What's the next question?
Okay, next question comes in.
No,
from
next
Nick.
question.
It's your favorite
No, the next question after that one.
Okay. Frosty asks, if you were a trading card, what would your stats be? It could be from any series.
Gosh.
Whoa, there's a ladybug on my water bottle.
Oh, make a wish.
Nice.
It matches.
It does match. You match, you scary little insect, you. Why are you on my water bottle? Don't get near where my drink pool is.
Be happy you're not Jamie right now, MC, because he'd probably get up and leave right now. He hates bugs. At least you can tolerate it.
The worst part is if there's one ladybug, there's going to be more.
It's good luck. Just make a wish.
I wish that it goes away. Okay. Train cards. I would just have like +10 to creativity. I don't know. Do you have an answer for this, Rob?
I'm trying to think of what series I even want to go with. That's the most complicated question. There's Pokemon, there's Magic, there's World of Warcraft, there's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Digimon!
Yeah. The Digimon cards, I don't know Digimon cards.
Mega level.
I'll be a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I'd probably be a Magic card, but stats are beyond me. Probably it's got to be a green card. It's probably something to do with like searching your library. Figure it out.
ZQ, do you have an answer?
Not really, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I didn't really get into TCGs, so.
We're not creative, is what we're trying to tell you. Lindsay, do you have something at long last?
No, I've never played any kind of card game things or collected them. I'll be an amiibo card. I have those.
Lindsay, let's be
Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing together. Yeah, there we go.
I'm so happy.
Whoa.
We figured it out.
What just
Animal
happened?
Crossing cards.
Whoa.
Animal Crossing amiibo cards,
found
MC.
Oh, well, you got. There you go. You got
I got
one.
Nature's Law from Magic the Gathering. There you go. It was on my desk, and it's pretty fitting for everything I said.
Excellent. Anyways, what's our next question, my friend? ZQ.
Leah Light asks, goals for Zeldathon Classic in October?
Oh, how much we want to raise? I have no idea. I have no idea. Anything is fine. More than $5.01. So that's
now,
all.
question: am I going back to one-player FSA, or am I playing FSA even?
You're playing FSA, but probably wait. Are we? Yeah, we'll probably do like maybe one. Maybe we can throw in another player, but you know, it all depends on setup. So we'll figure it out.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, no, I have no like real goal in mind for money because it's
for fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wacky marathon. We don't know what's gonna happen. I'm currently monitoring Ladybug's status at the same time. It's just right now showing on a napkin. I've transferred it onto the napkin so I can keep a better eye on it. It's now exiting the napkin. It's now neighing like a horse.
I didn't know ladybugs could do that.
Aw.
It has gone upside down.
I just realised how I should have answered the card game question.
Answer it.
We can go back. Go ahead. Oh.
No.
Which card would you be? This is important.
I'm not gonna say on this stream.
No! That's not how the napkin's supposed to work, Ladybug! Ladybug! What you doing? Sit down.
It's your friend.
I don't like it. It's going for my Wii remote.
I would be Domino's Oreo dessert pie or whatever that card is. That's my favorite card. So good, because I get so hungry when I see it. Bees? That's a good card.
Bees. Yeah.
All right. What do we got next?
All right. That's a good idea. Asks, to all, what was a movie you watched recently that you really enjoyed?
Oh,
I haven't
man.
seen a movie in so long.
I haven't watched a movie recently, like a new one. But what did I go to the theater for? I saw Finding Dory. Finding Dory was really good. Anybody else?
Does anime count?
Is it an anime movie?
No. So TV and I, a couple Saturdays ago, just watched through an entire series of anime. It was Charlotte, if you've ever heard of it. It was pretty good. Sorry. But that was like 8 hours, so does that count as a movie?
Yes, I'll count it as a movie now. Rob, Lindsay, do you have any movies you watched recently?
I have my pop vinyl here, Ferris Bueller. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is my go-to movie when I'm feeling down. And it's just like all those kind of 80s movies, especially anything from John Hughes. They're all like great little films, just little pick-me-ups that I always go back to and watch. But Ferris Bueller I did rewatch like a couple weeks ago, and very good film.
I'm sorry. I'm still.
I don't really watch movies. I don't have a lot of time. I watch a lot of Disney and kids movies with my little one. We've been watching Frozen a lot lately.
Frozen on repeat 24/7.
Basically.
All right.
Quality movie.
Do you want to go on to the next question, ZQ?
Sure. Tingle World Record Holder asks, ZQ, why did you set Tingle on fire at Zeldathon Lives, and do you regret your past actions? The fire rod is fun. I'm sorry that Tingle got in the way of my fun. But
oh my God.
I actually think I have a picture of it on my ZQ. No, it was that water? No, that wasn't water, was it?
It's a Lives.
It might have been water.
It's a Lives.
It was Lives? Okay, maybe I didn't have both because I saved it as Zeldathon water, but there's the link in the Skype chat if you want to open that up.
Yeah, I can show that here on
the
screen.
Quality image right there.
Oh, that's water. No, that's not water.
That's Lives.
Pause is there. That's
Lives.
It's lives? Okay.
And here we go. Oh, there we
Yo,
go.
because
Showed off.
pause was there. Okay. I don't even know why I thought it was water then.
Oh my gosh, look
But-
at your face. Oh my gosh.
Whoa, I didn't know
yeah.
I could do that.
You're like, oh.
So good.
That's a great image.
Memories. But yeah, I do not regret it because it's fun. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible person.
Where is the guy? Where is he gone? I looked at the Get off of my water bottle!
Ladybug status.
Get onto the
Okay,
napkin.
Well, MC freaks out. We're going to move on to the next question. So, Metal Ninja Wolf asks, when will the press page on Zeldathon.net be updated with the logo, color, etc. for cures?
We are currently operating to get a new version of Zeldathon.net updated and on there. So once we have that, then we'll be good for it. Getting that all updated. But before Classic, but after now is the answer. I'm sorry.
Good stuff.
I am this ladybug.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, Elliot B1 asks, Lindsay, will you mess around with your green screen on stream, or is modern technology not there yet?
I don't really know what you mean. I have my green screen on stream all the time so that there's no background behind me, just the game.
But you can't do it during the show is what you're trying to say.
Oh, not during the show, no. I don't know how to work with Skype at all.
Run it through XSplit. That's all I'm doing. Like, hey, shout outs to my stream layout right now.
Nice.
Oh, hey, look at that!
I'm just running this whole
I'm
thing
not
through
fancy
XSplit.
enough to know how to do that.
Yeah.
I'm currently transferring the ladybug into a soda can so I can transform outside later. It's currently going like this. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted. What's the next
Is that
question?
Canada Dry, MC?
That is a nice Canada Dry original ginger ale.
Good stuff. I approve. Okay. Dragon Slayer Natsu asks, what culture would you like to learn more about?
Culture?
Culture? Like, can we do Zelda culture?
I mean, that'd be the obvious answer. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot to learn about, like some of the African cultures. I think a lot of that is really interesting. Like the tribal culture, like how it differs between, you know, tribe to tribe. I think that'd be really interesting. Lindsay?
I don't know, maybe I'd like to learn about Japanese culture. I think they're really cool, and I don't know a lot about it, but every time I see something about them, I'm like, that's so nice, or that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, do you have an answer?
I was going to go Japanese, but anything Japan, China, and Korea would all be very interesting. Korea, especially, just because they've had a lot of turmoil recently. I'd like to see more of their history.
Yeah, like that whole area is a lot of crazy stuff. If you watch History of Japan, that only scratches the surface.
Yeah.
ZQ?
Probably Eastern cultures, like you guys have been saying, because as studying health studies, Western medicine and Eastern medicine are very, very different things. And I've learned about that. And it's like interesting to see that it's not always like a pill this miracle drug that's going to save you. Like there are other things that other cultures do that does like help them. So I don't know.
Interesting.
Anyways.
We're good for the next question now, then.
Okay. Chic is Zelda asks, is Hyrule Academy coming back?
Hopefully soon. I'm sorry, I've been really busy and like overwhelmed with stuff as of late, and I haven't had any time. And I don't know if Friday nights is going to work out for me, so I'm gonna have to change the day of the show. But I will let everybody know on Twitter when I know. But I'm working hard, so we'll hopefully get it back in there soon.
In the works.
In the works.
All right. Anon asks, MC, was your birthday dinner any good?
It was pretty good. I didn't go overboard. I said I had some wings and soft pretzel.
Did you go to Station?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Oh,
have you been?
Good place.
Did we take you there?
You took me there.
Oh, we did.
I've been there twice.
Jeez, I don't know who I took anywhere, but no, it was really good, really
Good,
wonderful.
yeah. Good place.
Good stuff. All right.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good stuff. All right. Leah at Light asks, what games are involved with Zeldathon Classic?
Zelda 1, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Seasons, Ages, Link's Awakening, The Wind Waker. Did I say Majora's Mask? The Majora's Mask. Twilight Princess. The Minish Cap. Did I forget one? I got interrupted by a sound. Thank you, Dinos.
And Four Swords Adventures, right?
And
Did
Four
you say
Swords
that?
Adventures. Yeah, that's one I forgot. Four Swords Adventures. Because I'm pretty sure it's 13 games. So those are the games we were playing during Classic.
All right. Good to move on?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Rubber Chicken asks, Alola Executor / new Pokemon thoughts.
Oh, yeah, that one's been blowing up lately. The whole new Executor.
Memes.
They also showed off the new Eevee, not Eevee, the new Vulpix. Vulpix and Ninetales, which are like ice, and they look so awesome.
Yeah.
What else was shown off? Do you guys remember?
Sandshrew, Sandslash are both ice as well.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Sandshrew looks like a little igloo. It's so cute.
Does it? Oh my gosh, I didn't see the new Sandshrew. Hold on, I'm gonna go look that up right now. But it's
it speaks to me on a Canadian level.
Images.
It's not as cute as Vulpix.
Oh
It's
my
good.
god, it's so cute.
Never mind.
Vulpix is pretty cute, but Sandshew's so cute. Oh my gosh, Sandslash is scary. With like the icicles instead. Oh, that's so cool. I think it's really cool that they're doing like these modern like re-looks at like, you know, classic Pokemon. My concern is, what is it going to do to the Pokedex? Is it going to be like...
Yeah.
Is it going to be like... If you had
Well,
like
it
Ice
could be like
Pikachu...
Deoxys, right?
Yeah, or like Arceus, where it's multiple types and stuff as well.
Deoxys is pretty similar.
Yeah, like attack defense.
It's like, yeah, different forms, but it's the same entry in the Pokedex.
Okay, that makes sense. I just think it's cool if they're doing that. Like, we're not only just adding Pokemon, we're taking new looks at the existing Pokemon. And I love that they're making some of them ice. It's like a Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze type look at it. But yeah. Lindsay, are you into Pokemon at all?
I am. I'm very casual about it, though. I don't know too much, but I've played a few of the games. I've just never beaten them, and I'm not like very informed about all the different things.
Or do you have 3DS capture cards? So you could dive into that sometime, and that'd be a good
Yes,
stream.
I played. I streamed Pokemon Red when it came out on the Virtual Console.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Any other thoughts? Oh yeah, Executor's wacky. That's funny. That's all I have to say. But I'm ready to move on. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Sheikah Zelda asks, what is your favorite Zeldathon inside joke? By the way, happy birthday. Lesson 3.
Inside joke, like something that's specific to Zeldathon.
2015 broccoli is a pretty good one.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
For everybody at home, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, Lindsay probably missed that as well.
I have no idea.
I was playing my game and I still know about it, so
That was, yeah.
it was interesting to say the least. How about you guys?
Oh gosh.
I think all of the Thunder Scott-isms that have been starting to spread have been really fun. The you right.
You right.
Like there's a lot of things that like are just said casually and it's like become intense over time. I wonder how my friend is doing. I have trapped him within.
Oh my gosh, MC.
I don't know where he went. I hope he's okay in there. Anyways, I don't know.
I have a lot of inside jokes with people, but my favorite, I think it's not even really an inside joke, but it's the whole "you do" thing.
You do, Lindsay.
You do, PQ.
I'm not aware of this.
I don't remember
Missed
which
out.
game it was, but the goal wheel was the fortune cookies.
Yeah.
And whoever broke open their cookie and read their fortune, and it was, tell the people you love that you do. So ever since then, you do every time we see each other. I do it with TV and Xanadu and a bunch of people. Whenever we like see each other online or anything, all we say is "you do."
That's so cool. That's awesome. I don't have any like off the top of my head. Or Rob, do you have one?
No, nothing I can think of right now.
Yeah, it's hard to think of these things off the top of your head because they usually.
I mean, it is get world record a Zeldathon joke?
kind
Yeah,
of
record's
a
pretty-
little bit.
Yeah.
All right, why don't we move on to the next question?
Alrighty. Pencil Pal asks, would you rather have a unicorn or an army of 100 squirrels that do your every bidding? I'm gonna go with unicorn.
Yeah.
So majestic.
Well, if they do your every bidding, I'd almost want to say the 100 squirrels. You just send them out to do stuff all the time.
Yeah, you could like separate them. Like they wouldn't have to go as a horde. So
It'd be like Pikmin.
Whoa.
I want
Pikmin.
squirrel. I don't want a squirrel army. I'll take the squirrel army any day. Lindsay, do you have a
unicorn.
preference?
Unicorn.
Unicorn? Rob, do you have reasoning for your choice of unicorn?
I'm just thinking, like, 100 squirrels that do your bidding is great, but, like, if someone shows up to your house and you're like, yeah, I have 100 squirrels here, this should be like, okay. But if someone shows up to your house and you're like, hey, I have a unicorn, they're like, wait, what? That's an awesome thing to share with people. It's, I don't know.
You can probably also sell the unicorn for a high price.
That's my mind.
MC! How could you think of such a thing?
I'm going to sell this
Put it in a
ladybug.
zoo.
Like, I could see, like, unicorn rides, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, who wouldn't want to ride a unicorn? But, like, just selling it, just like, okay.
Somebody else can make a
that
business
bad
out of it.
cash.
I want their quick return investment on this unicorn.
So, someone else can monetize it properly. I just want money now.
Okay, I do want to wrap this up, so how about we do one more question? Why don't you do both from Victor the Guitar Nerd?
Okay, sounds good. Victor the Guitar Nerd asks, how are you all so awesome? Born this way. Yeah.
You're awesome.
You do.
Zero.
You do.
You do.
You do.
I've learned. And what was
And then the other
question?
one, or sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, Victor the Guitar Nerd asks, favorite band/artist at the moment?
I'll start. I am a gigantic Aerosmith fan since I
Aerosmith's
was a
good.
little girl. That's my band. I love my Aerosmith.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely into Super Soul Bros because they're a video game cover band. I've been into them since like the 2014 MagFest or 2015 MagFest that I went to. That was my first MagFest, and I heard them for the first time live, and they were like awesome, and they've continued to be even more awesome every year, and they do great things. And I hope I get to see them live more and interact with them more. So definitely, Rob.
I don't listen to a whole lot of music. So I guess when I do recently, I've just been listening to Radio Hyrule, so anything on there, it's all good.
Good stuff.
Shout out Stray Hyrule. ZQ.
Okay, so I went to Con Bravo this past weekend with Vidya James and Richard McKay, and Richie and I ended up going to see Tupperware Remix Party. I don't know if you've ever...
I've heard of them. Apparently they're crazy.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy, but it was so good. Like, I did not think I would have that good of a time there, but like I was dancing around and like just being a complete fool, but it was hype. And like I had never heard of I had heard of them before, but I had never like seen a show, and we just like happened to be in that area. It's like, oh, Tupperware Remix Party's next. And it's like, oh, that sounds like fun. But yeah.
I know. I dragged you some Super Soul Bros stuff, ZQ, and you enjoyed that quite a bit as well.
Yeah, that was so good too.
Just like I remember, it was great because we went around MagFest, and we went from like their big stage show down to like their jam space one, which was smaller, and then like a tiny little room that they were stuffed into, and like each one was so fun. It was just nice, just like relax to them.
I think that was you, me, Richie, and Dinos, right?
Yeah.
Shout outs to Dinos and Chad. I just saw him in chat. I'm like, oh yeah, he was there.
Definitely. So yeah, no, I think we're good on questions. So thank you all for your questions tonight. We'll do more questions next week as always. I'm going to quickly show here up on the board. Take a look. All these people are currently helping out, support me and Zeldathon over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/SuperMCGamer. So thank you, and bless to everybody on here for continuing to support. This does have to be updated for the 9 months, and I will be getting to that before next week. So I didn't have time after Pokethon, unfortunately, to get it all updated. But
quick shout outs to Mum Ganix in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, Mom Ganix, super awesome. And of course, and there's everybody on here, and Yari.
Yeah.
So very good. Thank you, everybody on there. And thank you three for joining me tonight, Lindsay, Rob, and ZQ. Did you
Thanks
guys?
for having us, MC.
It was a lot of fun.
It's your
Thank you so
birthday
much.
too.
It is my birthday.
Birthday.
I'm gonna go eat
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna go eat an entire ice cream cake by myself because nobody else is awake in my house. No, I'm not really. No, it's my ice cream cake. No.
4 hours, I'll be there.
No, it'll be melted by then or gone. No, no. There's people in my house. I'm gonna probably have some cake with friends. But yeah, who are we gonna raid? Oh, I don't know. Is there anybody to raid? I don't usually do raids because I'm bad at Twitch. Let me see if there's anybody on my following list that I think would be responsible with a raid.
Shadow, Jiggy, Numbers.
Let's go see Shadow.
Shadow? Okay.
All right, so we're all gonna go over and see Shadow. But thanks again to everybody here who joined us, and thanks to everybody at home for watching. Anybody here doing anything on Twitch soon?
I want to start practicing Four Swords Adventures for Classic at some point, but I don't know when that will be because camp tends to drain me.
Yeah.
So.
You doing any streams soon, Rob?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of a Pokemon Fire Red playthrough where I'm trying to catch all the original 150.
Oh, you're doing like a Dex Quest style thing like Jiggy. So.
Yeah, like a Dex Quest, basically blatantly stole the idea from Jiggy, but having fun with it. And I kind of want to get back into Zelda's Adventure because I know I can beat that world record if I try, but I just haven't really got the time at the moment. But maybe sometime soon.
Excellent. Lindsay, anything from you? Because I know you like to stream quite a bit.
I will be streaming tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I think I might start that new Kirby Planet Robobot game for the first time.
Excellent. So everybody, be sure to follow the Twitters so you'll see when they go live on their Twitters. So check that out. And again, thanks to everybody for watching. And I'll be streaming more, maybe Thursday, if not sometime this weekend. But thank you everybody for watching, and have a wonderful evening. Boy.
Yay.
There will be no more viewing tonight.